On October 7th, Hamas terrorists launched a large-scale attack on Israel, murdering nearly 1,200 and kidnapping nearly 250 others. The Washington Post noted that the massacre is among the most well-documented in history. Nonetheless, the next day, Hamas, their benefactors, and many in the international media began to deny it ever occurred. Even as graphic footage and photos from the attacks carried out on October 7th emerged in excess, attempts to minimize and diminish the atrocities committed by Hamas terrorists flooded social media. The hashtag #FalseFlag, a term used to describe an attack staged to appear as though it was perpetrated by another certain party, tripled on TikTok and other platforms in the weeks following the attacks, propagated by conspiracy theorists claiming Israel is responsible for the murder of its own civilians. Meanwhile, all over the world, anti-Israel protesters tore down and vandalized posters calling for the immediate return of those kidnapped by Hamas during the attacks. In the weeks that followed, more information became available detailing the horrific sexual violence committed by Hamas terrorists against women and girls on October 7th. Yet women's rights organizations were largely silent. For example, the National Organization of Women made no comment about the brutalities committed against women until November 30th, notably omitting mention of Israel or Hamas, and UN Women, an agency devoted to global women's rights issues, delayed its response until December 1st. The denial of Hamas's atrocities against Israel on October 7th is spreading. But for those not blinded by hatred and bigotry, the facts surrounding the historic and horrific massacre of innocent Israelis are undeniable. And one truth remains constant. Despite the vehement cries for her destruction, Israel will remain resilient. The truth will prevail, and the steadfast spirit of the Jewish people will live on.